Oh, yeah, so I do have to go this way. Okay, that's what I figured. Alright, so we don't want to talk to the commander because she's in on this. She knows all about it already. Hey, can you let me use... Something's approaching.
What's going on? Send backup immediately. Can you hear us? Something's heading this way. This is the bunker. Something is approaching. Send backup immediately.
Can you move, please? I guess I have to talk to the commander. 2B's trapped by the enemy. Go help her right away.
What's going on?
Maybe I can... No, these are all being used. Oh, wait. I got it. Nope. Okay, I can't hack in either of these.
Send backup immediately.
Was a meal up here somewhere?
What's going on? Understood. I will treat this with utmost urgency.
This... Oh. Is it the wrong room? It's where the thing was. Okay, well, Oh. That... that's weird. Let's, save it real quick. I guess technically speaking, the oh yeah, this is where the resistance cap gets slaughtered by Eve, right?
Use of server administration room requested.
I guess that's what we were hearing about.
Request granted. You may now use the device in this room.
Why, thank you. Oh, it's the factory cult right now? Was that the order it happened?
Good. 2B's black box signal is still up and running. These comms are all messed up. Guess I'll have to break into the other side and take control.
Let's do it. If we get into the minds of the factory cult, that's gonna be good times. Hey, look, it's a little bot. Oh.
Nice. Now I just have to unlock the door where 2B is.
Oh, okay. Interesting. We are sneaky espionage man. We will work our way up the chain of command. These things suck.
If I want to reach 2B, I'll need to reach the factory's lower level first.
2B kills the bot that saves her out of prejudice. Yeah, probably. These were going the other way when we were playing as 2B, weren't they? Man, there's a lot of smoke. It makes it a little bit hard to see. Is there no, it's the treasure is somewhere over here. Okay. I think it's over here. Yeah. Awesome. A little secret area. I'm just gonna bunny hop my way over. Amber, hooray! I don't need any of that, but it's good. I have a gun now. I am the superior life form. You die. Okay, let's keep on rolling. Hippity hopping down the bunny trail.
We shall become gods. What are you thinking? Have your service failed you? We shall become gods. We shall become gods. We shall become gods. What happened to all of you?
You guys have gone nuts. Let us save our friends. Yay, we saved them. With our gun.
Why did this happen?
I don't know. Because, you guys are apparently programmed to only
Look at all these broken machines.
copy human failure.
Few still look usable. We better send these coordinates to the bunker.
Some of you apparently are designed just to do human failure, so I guess you are imitating our failures in religion to a very, very extreme regard. Not many religions turn into full-blown death cults. It's pretty rare, actually. Nah, I wanted X-Boy. We got X-Boy. He is by far, he is our superior.
Shall die and become gods.
He is the superior life form. Lied. He is the superior life form. Too bad. Let us go.
A few still look usable. We better send these coordinates to the bunker, just in case.
Why does he keep saying that? Are we gonna come in here and mass murder these guys after saving them all? It's like, hey, these guys almost died to their friends. Let's kill them. Let's come back and kill them later. Oh, hey, a flyer. This is good. This is some good fun music. I can't get up there. Oh dang! I was gonna hoping I could do a little floaty float and get up there, but unfortunately that's not our. Oh god! No, 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 no. Go, move, move. Oh, shit. Okay.
I better get to 2B fast.
I forgot these robots can't run. Hitting the button to run only makes them do an attack. I did not intend to do that. It's okay, we can get them back. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but there's no run button for these things. They only do a very, very, very slow attack if you hit that button. I do like the fact that the conveyor belt doesn't affect this guy because he's floating. Obviously, that makes sense, but it would be something that you would necessarily not program in.
Look at all these broken machines.
Can't run if you don't have legs. That's true, but even the ones with legs can't run.
Everyone shall die and become gods.
I have a counter offer. No one dies. And we all stay robots. What do you say?
We shall become gods.
You guys become gods over there. I'm gonna go this way. Hey, this guy can run. Look at that. He's booking it. He's a regular speedster.
Gods, 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 gods.
Just start jumping off. Oh my dear lord. That's quite the attack. Jeez, oh Pete, that's a good attack. Yeah, being God sounds like a lot of work. I don't know if I'm down with that. What was I gonna say though? Oh yeah, did anyone watch the PlayStation announcements? That happened. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? One or the other. All their stuff about the PS5, which wasn't really a lot of information about the PS5 necessarily. It was just about the games.
This elevator and get it running. I can get 2B and everyone else.
Yeah. It looks interesting. It looks like interesting stuff to me. I like the game. I can't remember the name of, where you're the girl who has to control the little black fuzzy ball guys. And it's all about saving nature and stuff. Yeah, Resident Evil 8 seems interesting. You have those Victorian ladies who apparently suck blood from your hand stump. So that's fun. RE8 looks really interesting. Yeah, and most of them still run at 30 FPS, so they can't help to compete with my computer, obviously.
It's me, 9S.
9S?
I hacked into this machine from the bunker. I'm controlling it. I'm gonna break into these factory systems and get you out of here.
That's the thing.
Appreciated.
If you want a console anymore, you only get it to have the exclusives on the console. A PC is always vastly superior, and it always will be. One thing I thought was interesting was the new Spider-Man game. Looks pretty interesting. Some of the games will be on PC, Carl. Like the Demon Souls remake, I'm assuming will be on PC eventually. Hack into factory system.
I better secure an escape route.
Gate 12 is locked. Let's change that. Well, Xbox games are typically on the PC because it's all Microsoft anyway, so you might as well,
2B. Keep
right?
going straight.
Will do.
That is true. If you have a Switch, there's lots to own. Let's see, Project Gestalt Report 1. Okay, so we got another one of these. Excuse me. The proliferation of the white chlorination syndrome that emerged in 2003, alongside the appearance of the giant and dragon, has continued unabated, and outbreaks are now being observed on a global scale. Despite being researched in laboratories across the world, not only have there been no breakthroughs in the development of a vaccine to prevent infection, we have yet to ascertain how it even spreads. That's unfortunate. However, many technological breakthroughs have been made as a result of research conducted on the meso particle that was discovered at the same time. We are confident that the technology it enables, the separation of the soul from the body, and the independent preservation of both, will be the final defense against the unprecedented threat humanity now face. To humanity we now face. That's a weird way. Anyway, now that the project has passed from preparation into the main implementation phase, we have given it the official name Project Gestalt. Yep, I remember that in the lower summary leading up to this game that I watched that you guys had recommended. The white chlorination syndrome came because of the guys from Drakengard having a dimensional portal open up into our world. And I think the meso particles have to do with the mother enemy that came with him, the giant, as they said in there. But maybe not. I can't remember exactly.
Door 2 disabled. The door's open. Keep moving.
I'll just get the Final Fantasy VII remake when it's released as a collection on the PC, and it will be 100%. Okay, no, the side path is over here. Okay. Yeah, a lot of those games will come out on the PC, so it's a little biggie. Anything that will come out on PC that I can get, I will. But I foresee like the Spider-Man and all the cutesy games that they showed will all be PlayStation exclusive, I assume. Yeah, I haven't so I haven't played the new Final Fantasy VII remake, so I can't speak exclusively to it or anything like that, but I've heard from people I know spoilers to the plot, and I don't think I'm going to like the plot that they use for the Final Fantasy VII remake. I have a feeling I'm going to hate it if it's anywhere near what the person that I talked to told me. Oh yeah, that Squaresoft game will be interesting if it comes out. Godfall looked really interesting, but I don't know why they used the music they used for it. When I think of ancient Athenian gods, I don't think rapper. Anywho, summary. Protests in the opposition of the spiritual preservation method that was disclosed as Level 1 information related to Project Gestalt has sprung up in all areas. The committee continues to receive formal complaints from our research team regarding the collection of biased data as a result of the Gestalt project process being conducted on the sick and elderly. I don't mind them changing the story, Starbane. I mind them changing it in a stupid and dumbass way. How about that? Yeah, the Pragmata game. That looks really interesting. The number of civilians who have undergone the assault process remains at 4. Wow, that's a lot. A public relations department will be established in order to better control information and improve our image. We will also consider rescheduling the project itself if such an action is deemed necessary. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil the ending to the Final Fantasy VII Remake for any of you guys who don't want that spoiled, but it sounds really dumb. I don't know why they did that, but they did it. This seems like progress, right? No, the other way was unlocking the gate. So this has to be just a secret. Of course it will, Starbane. Project Gestalt Report 3. We received a report from my laboratory indicating that the basic technology of the replicant system is expected to be completed by the end of August. Verifications of its safety along with clinical trials will be conducted from September through November. A report will be submitted to the Prime Minister indicating that the completion of the replicant system will represent a tremendous leap forward for Project Gestalt. This report will be handled by the Public Relations Department. Okay, screw it. You guys apparently already know, so I'm going to say what I heard about it. We're getting the Final Fantasy VII Remake spoilers. Who cares? So the way I heard it was the ending was that the Sephiroth in this game is not the Sephiroth from the original Final Fantasy VII. So he's actually like this interdimensional being who knows the plot of the original Final Fantasy VII and thinks that's a bad way for the plot to go. So he is actively trying to change the plot of Final Fantasy VII to be this new story that he wants to tell instead. Instead of doing what he was in the original Final Fantasy VII, now Sephiroth's goal is to not do what was in the original Final Fantasy VII. Because he dies at the end. Which is fucking stupid. Like, why would you remake a game and have the sole purpose of that game to be to not let the original game happen?
Engaging a machine life form of significant ability. Said machine is drawing electrical power from the factory itself. Proposal: infiltrate the factory's mainframe and shut off the power.
Thank you for that, Pod.
9S, that Goliath we just encountered.
I got it. I've been keeping an eye on it. I'm gonna shut off power to the factory now.
Do it!
Well, I think everything in the original Final Fantasy VII, Aerith kind of knew she was going to die at the point where she died. I think she kind of knew that was going to happen. I don't think that was a secret. I can't remember if like the Mako or something or the Planet Energy told her it was going to happen or what, but
Factory
shoot.
system at 50% control. Now we just have to do something about this core. 90%, 92, 95, 98. 2B, I just
Got it.
shut down the electrical grid.
Yeah, we're just
From
use the
a
Phoenix down.
period of battles and adventures, the prophet spoke. Oh, grant me the mercy of the land. Oh, grant me the joy of the heavens. Release me from my yoke of iron. Thus shall our souls be saved.
Yeah, if we all just die, if we all just die hard enough, we will be saved. Yeah.
Those were the words I heard in the moon server. But why?
Alert. 2B has defeated the Goliath-class heavy weapon unit.
So,
Right. Okay, good.
so my thoughts on it is it's fine to have a remake and it's fine to remake a game, but
9S.
you
Commander.
I'm sorry.
shouldn't.
You're needed back at command.
Understood.
There's a way to go about it, I guess. Is my thought on it, and it seems like what they did was a bait and switch. Like, it's not actually a remake of the game. It's like they wanted to tell a whole new story, and they didn't want to have to take the risk of telling it in a game that may not sell. So they just changed the game that they already had, that they knew people would buy, and said screw it. Like if I bought that game, if I had a PlayStation 4 and I bought that game and played it and got to that ending, I would be pissed off
That's
about
what
it.
I wanted to speak with you about, Commander. I found records stating that the Council of Humanity was established as part of Project YoRHa, but I'd always heard it was the other way around. So did YoRHa actually create the Council of Humanity?
Yes. We installed the Council of
Well,
Humanity's
sure.
server on the surface of the moon.
Do new. If you want to do new things to that degree, just make something
Mankind
new.
No longer exists. In truth,
Like
humans never
all they're
went
doing
to
is
the moon at all.
piggybacking off the
Any
popularity of Final
transmissions
Fantasy
received
VII
from
to
the
sell
moon are just
things.
dummy
They don't give a
signals
shit
reset
about
to
Final Fantasy
advance.
VII or
The
remaking
only
it or
thing
retelling
there
the
is a
story.
small
All they
bit
want to
of data
do
relating
is
to
sell
the
shit.
human genome.
And whoever's writing the story for this had his own
Humans
story
were
he wanted to
already
tell.
extinct when the aliens
So
attacked.
instead of telling the
All
story of
the
Final
details
Fantasy
are
VII, he's going to
stored
tell
on
the
this
story he wanted
memory
to tell
chip.
instead.
If you want to look at it, I won't stop
And
you.
all he's doing is using Final Fantasy VII's name to sell units.
Wait, you're just giving me this? But why?
Yeah, why,
No
Commander?
one fights without a reason, and we need a god worth dying for.
We need a, wait. I don't. Do we want the robots? They all became gods. The robots all became gods.
What
Can we
path
get one of
will
them?
you take? It's up to you to decide.
I don't know. The whole plot of the remake seems like it's a guy who thinks he's far more clever than he is.
Why? Why did you have to die? It's not fair.
Well, if they want to tell a new story with the same characters, just make a sequel. Like, don't call it a remake.
I'll kill them.
I know Square is afraid of sequels, but they can make a sequel if they want. Although maybe they shouldn't, because the sequels to Final Fantasy 13. No, I'm just joking. The sequels to Final Fantasy 13 were apparently better than the base game. I never played those either, but that's what I've heard. Anywho, okay, enough about that, I guess.
How do I tell 2B?
Emergency protocol, code F2. All YoRHa members are to report to combat stations immediately. Repeat, emergency protocol, code F2. All YoRHa
Exciting.
members are to report to combat stations immediately.
Combat stations? I better get a move on.
No, I knew that already. But yes, that is sad. Okay. We're not going to gloss over the truth bomb, Woofer. We're going to do this right here. So I guess was she? Wait. So let me just go ahead and talk about it since you brought it up. So the commander. The idea of them saying that we needed to save humanity was to treat. Is humanity the god in this scenario? Like, we needed the god worth fighting for, and was the god humanity? Anyway. Yeah, 10.2 is pure fan service. 10.2 is garbage. Project YoRHa is a comprehensive information project intended to enhance Android morale. This entry details the circumstances that led to this proposal, as well as information related to operations conducted during the individual phases. Note that this document is marked with level S confidentiality and should not be disclosed to any YoRHa personnel save for the commander. But aren't the androids the replicants that are made that will one day house the the consciousnesses of the humans that were pulled out because of Project Gestalt, right? Something like that. Anyway, human extinction. Following the collapse of Project Gestalt around 3400 CE, the remaining androids searched for a way to revive humanity, but they were unable to discover an answer, and humans went extinct by roughly 4200 CE. Afterward, the genes of Gestalt and structural information of the remaining replicants were recorded and sent to the storage facility on the moon. Okay, so they did keep those. So the human consciousness is still there, but they have no physical bodies. They couldn't make a game like Final Fantasy IX anymore. I don't think they understand how to make a video game that's just a video game. I don't think they understand anymore. They only know how to make interactive movies. Oh, the androids are not replicants. Okay, okay. I got confused on that bit, I guess. Loss of android morale. The news of humanity's extinction was meant to be a closely guarded secret, but rumors of the event eventually began to leak out. Having lost the one thing that they were programmed to protect, android morale began a precipitous decline. Concerned by the turn of events, Command designed Project YoRHa as a means to lift android spirits. Yeah, 9 is great. 9's a really fun game. I had a lot of fun with it. They had their usual out of nowhere ending that Japanese stories just have, apparently, but 9 was a good game. 9 was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. Now, it had some social commentary in it that was actually interesting to delve into and think about. I prefer 6 myself. 7's pretty good, but 7 has a lot of gameplay elements in it that I don't like. NieR Remastered, I will probably... NieR Remastered, I might. I probably will. I think I would enjoy that game as well. Anyway, which one does your star bane? 5? Is it 5? Okay, anyway, back to this. Lunar Server. The first stage of the project was spreading the word among resistance groups that humanity was not, in fact, extinct, and that the last remaining remnants had managed to escape to the moon. This deception was supported by installing a communications server on the lunar surface to send regular transmissions. Said server was designed to be manned by as few maintenance personnel as possible. Oh, 9? 9's actually your favorite? Okay, that's fine. 9's good. Like I said, 9's really good, so... 12 for third best? I never played 12. It seemed kind of silly. I didn't want to play it. After 10, after playing 8 and then 10 and then 10-2 coming out and seeing what it was about, like, I just could not play Final Fantasy games anymore. I just gave up on it. I just gave up on Square Enix altogether, basically. Anyway, establishment of YoRHa Squadron. Through dramatic alteration of the next generation combat unit project that has been proposed at the time, new YoRHa models began to be manufactured. Artificial models were created following the implementation of data acquired from an experimental squadron and were then deployed to all regions. Certain members of the YoRHa operations staff, however, were informed of the full scope of the project. These units were tasked to operate and protect the server on the moon. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, so they're talking about how everyone's just copies of each other. Okay. Oh, and this was just the Project Gestalt that I found. I missed 5. I don't have Project Gestalt Report 5. Well, or 9 even. Well, damn. That's unfortunate.
Alert. Mission orders received. Rendezvous with and support Unit 2B near the Resistance camp.
Any details?
Large numbers
Final
of
Fantasy
machine
1 is the
lifeforms
best.
are rampaging through the city ruins.
What? How? They're supposed to be weakened.
Cause unknown. Goliath-class enemies
Um,
confirmed.
No, I
Action advised.
I rather enjoyed Final Fantasy 15, but I understand people not liking that particular method of combat. And I can understand people not wanting to play that story either. I mean, it's fine. It's not for everybody, but I like 15 well enough. $15 was fine. There. That's the best. That's the best. That's as good as I can get for 15. 15 is fine. It's not like a game that I'm gonna think back of. Think back on like I think of like 4 or 6 or 7 or 9. I'm not gonna like be 20 years from now being like, man, that was a game. And if I could replay it right now, I would do it. I don't think I'm gonna get to that level. But I mean, it was fun to play. It worked for me. I had a good time with it. But it's not a classic for sure. What hologram? Did I miss a hologram? What was the hologram?
Goliath-class enemy sighted.
Where's 2B?
2B's black box signal detected nearby. She is likely engaged in combat.
Yeah, sure. That's. I mean, that's accurate, Starbane. That's about how I feel about it. I'm just not as down on it as most people are. Most people like. Most people saw the combat system in 15 and was like, "This isn't my Final Fantasy. If it's not turn-based, it's not real." Like, I don't think that way.
You'll die. All of you are going to die.
Well, that's how it was Grandma. Grandma rocks. Well, I mean, I still really like Star Wars, the original Star Wars trilogy, even though everything after it sucked ass. I mean, the new things sucking ass didn't prevent the old things from being good. Yeah, the plot for the Final Fantasy 15 was okay. I didn't like the stuff with I can never keep their names. Prompto. I didn't like Prompto's plot. I thought it was kind of out of left field and unnecessary. But it doesn't help I didn't like Prompto as a character in the first place. So I guess I wasn't as in on his story as other people were. I've seen some of the Final Fantasy concerts, but not a lot of them. I would like to go to one, actually. I would like to go to an opera, or I guess a music festival that's just the soundtracks for SquareSoft games. But I didn't get to go to one. If I knew about it, I missed the one for The Legend of Zelda, and I think there was one for The Legend of Zelda that people were playing that I just missed by a couple of days. Like, I heard about it like the day after it happened, basically. I was kind of sad about that one. I would have really liked to go and do it. Where? He disappeared. Oh, really? They had a NieR concert? I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. I did not hear about that at all. That would have been cool to go to as well. You're right.
They're still coming? What do we do?
Yeah, that would be spooky, Starbane. You're right. Don't even joke about that, man. That would be horrifying if they made more movies past the prequels. Like, imagine that. Imagine if Disney did that. Imagine if Disney made a movie, a whole trilogy of movies trying to talk about how progressive and inclusive they were, and then in China they didn't do that and they hid the fact they were doing that for money? It's weird. That would sound like something Disney would do. They wouldn't brag in the U.S. about how inclusive and wonderful the gays and the minorities were, then try and hide that fact from the Chinese market, would they? No, Disney wouldn't do something like that. Disney is an ally. More hot takes from me for all of you fine folks. Let us go to the robot village. Yeah, I just speak the truth, everyone. I don't care about the EU. The EU is just a bunch of white people, man. No one cares about them.